For months, Kon Knueppel's athleticism, or apparent lack thereof, has been the loudest knock on his NBA potential. Critics labeled him a limited athlete, a prospect with an old-school game in a league that thrives on explosive movement and vertical pop. But with the NBA draft looming, the Duke freshman has fired back in the loudest way possible, by putting up testing numbers that have scouts scrambling back to the tape. And now, the narrative is shifting. Fast. The 6'5" sharpshooter who sat out the NBA draft combine last month due to an ankle injury finally completed his pre-draft athletic testing, and the results were nothing short of shocking. Outjumping the hype, Knueppel posted a 31.5-inch standing vertical, which ranked 12th among the 73 players who have been tested so far. That's not just respectable. It's eye-opening. It puts him ahead of a host of high-profile prospects, including future lottery picks Cooper Flagg, 29.0, VJ Edgecombe, 30.0, Dylan Harper, 30.5, and even the freakishly athletic Ace Bailey, 27.5. But he didn't stop there. His 36.5-inch max vertical landed him at 20th overall, a solid mark for a player many believed couldn't elevate. While he won't be compared to Vince Carter anytime soon, the numbers prove he's far more explosive than previously thought, and possibly more NBA-ready than most imagined. Shuttling past expectations. Beyond his vertical, Knueppel also impressed in the shuttle run. He clocked in at 2.92 seconds, tying Cooper Flagg and beating out names like Edgecombe, 2.93, Harper, 3.05, Jeremiah Fears, 3.09, and Tree Johnson, 3.11. These quick lateral agility numbers suggest Knueppel can hold his own defensively and slide with ball handlers better than critics expected. Yes, there were still some weaker showings. His 11.92 second lane agility drill ranked 68th, and his 3.35 second three-quarter court sprint placed him 61st, marks that reinforce the idea that he's not a speedster in transition or the quickest laterally. But in terms of leaping ability and short area quickness, he passed with flying colors. More than just numbers. Knueppel has always had the skill set. As a freshman at Duke, he shot a blistering 40.6% from three, showcasing a smooth release, deep range, and a killer instinct as a floor spacer. But what sets him apart isn't just his jump shot, it's his feel for the game. He plays with veteran poise, smart angles, and a methodical style that's tough to rush. Playing alongside top prospect Cooper Flagg, Knueppel also displayed flashes of secondary shot creation and high-level decision-making. Yet for all the skill, the red flags remained. Was he athletic enough to defend wings at the NBA level? Could he create space against elite defenders? Would he survive the pace of the pro game? His height measurements didn't help the cause. Though listed at 6'7" at Duke, Knueppel measured just 6'5" without shoes, with a 6'6.25" wingspan, a figure that's slightly underwhelming for a modern NBA wing. Those are the kinds of measurements that drop players down draft boards, especially when paired with questions about lateral mobility and defensive versatility. But now, with vertical pop, solid shuttle times, and proven strength at 219 pounds, there's a case to be made that Knueppel is not only one of the safest picks in the draft, he might also have untapped upside. Draft stock on the rise. Knueppel's draft stock has remained relatively stable throughout the process, but after these results, don't be surprised if it starts climbing. Currently, he sits at number 8 on ESPN's Top 100 Big Board, and several mock drafts have him going right around that mark. Clutch Points and ESPN both have him going number 8 to the Brooklyn Nets. CBS Sports and The Ringer project him to be picked number 7 by the New Orleans Pelicans. Bleacher Report slots him at number 10 to the Houston Rockets. And in a bit of a shocker, Yahoo Sports has him jumping up the board to number 4, headed to the Charlotte Hornets. In a draft class light on surefire stars, Knueppel offers something NBA teams crave: shooting, size, and high IQ basketball. He may not have the longest wingspan or the fastest sprint, but he's built for winning basketball. And now he has the athletic testing numbers to back it up. The bottom line. Kon Knueppel may never be the most electric athlete on the floor, but he just proved he's no slouch either. In a pre-draft cycle where stocks rise and fall with every drill and measurement, Knueppel didn't just survive the process. He flipped the script. He entered the draft process with questions about whether he belonged in the top 10. Now, he may have just made himself impossible to ignore.